Hello, my name is Joy Porter, and I'm so honored to be asked to speak at this summit. My background is in helping people jump past nursing school waiting lists so they can get into RN school and achieve their dream of becoming a registered nurse. What I'm going to do today is explain what is happening to most working adults who are going back to school to become an RN, and why it's happening at this time in history. This needs to be understood by every entry-level nursing student so they can be mentally, emotionally, and financially prepared if and when they hit the dreaded waiting list. First, let's take a look at what the American Association of the College of Nursing has to say. They collect data from many nursing schools, and since 2003, they have shared the numbers of people turned away from entry-level Bachelor's of Science in Nursing programs, or BSN. In the last 6 years alone, an average of 50,000 students each year have been refused entrance into a 4-year nursing school program. Almost 350,000 BSN prospects have taken all of the prerequisites, but then found themselves and their careers stonewalled. Nursing schools report that they cannot accept all qualified applicants for several reasons, including limited classroom space, insufficient clinical teaching sites, lack of qualified faculty, lack of preceptors, and budget cuts. The numbers reveal how many qualified applicants were rejected for entrance into bachelor's nursing programs. I want to explain what the word qualified means, as I have been watching nursing schools and their requirements for over 10 years. Generally, a person is considered qualified after he or she has taken all of the prerequisites and taken and passed any entrance tests given at that particular school. In 2014, almost 54,000 qualified pre-nursing students were denied entrance to BSN programs, even after they had completed all of the demanding prerequisite courses, sometimes as many as 13, 15, or 19 courses. Thousands of aspiring nurses spent all of that money and all of that time, sometimes many, many years, focused on getting accepted. Those qualified students did everything that was requested of them, and they still did not get into that particular BSN nursing program. It's my opinion that there are at least double the number of people trying to get into associate RN degree programs at local community and junior colleges. I actually think it could be as high as 5 times or more, because most of those going for their BSN as new nurses, they tend to be younger and have more support, such as their parents, scholarships, etc. So this leaves the vast majority of working adults turning toward part-time and occasional courses at less expensive community colleges and night schools. Thinking back to when I advised working adults in the Philadelphia area, which was probably around 4,500 people, I would say that about 60% had taken at least a few courses at local community colleges. Approximately 15% that I encountered were previously enrolled in a 4-year institution, and about 25% had never taken any college courses. Also, there are still hospital-connected technical schools that provide a pathway for an RN diploma. Most of these schools still want you to take prerequisite courses from a college before you even apply to their school. Based on the situation in nursing education right now, even those diploma RN schools have waiting lists and rejection notices. So based on my direct experience, I have every logical reason to adjust the numbers for a startling revelation. I believe that well over 200,000 people were denied entrance to all entry-level RN nursing degree programs in the United States just in 2014, and it could easily be growing from there. Also, there are additional tens of thousands that have completed all the prerequisites and have not yet been officially denied but are put on waiting lists. After all, they're not officially rejected, as they are going to be reconsidered at some point in the ever-distant future. These numbers are not inclusive of all people working toward acceptance of a nursing school program. There are hundreds of thousands of people who are in process of taking all of the prerequisite courses. Many of them are being told to retake classes to get a higher GPA to help their chances at getting into a school. Still others have been waiting so long to get in that their sciences and older courses are going bad and they will have to retake those. It's not hard to fathom that there are probably over 500,000 people on a nursing track taking prerequisite courses to be eventually accepted into an RN school anywhere across the USA. It seems crazy to think that most RN schools have long waiting lists when we keep being told that we have a nursing shortage in this nation. Even if we don't right this second, I can tell you that we definitely have one looming in the near future. You see, 10,000 baby boomers are retiring every single day, and they will need more care sooner than later. It's also important to note that nurses who are themselves baby boomers will be finalizing their careers, and they are a huge segment of today's working nurses. We are entering a crisis if we do not have enough people trained to care for all of these seniors. In the Philadelphia area, there are many traditional RN schools that have 3- and 4-year waits. After helping students all over the country, I've learned that most Utah schools have a 5-year wait, and many states are catching up to that very quickly. Sometimes there are even waiting lists to take the nursing prerequisite courses. The nursing school waiting lists start for people that have taken the 13 to 15 prerequisite courses and then have applied for the RN program. So even after someone has taken all of those classes, they are not guaranteed to get into the nursing program. It's very frustrating. Some resort to private schools with shorter waiting, but end up paying double to graduate. Some associate programs are close to $50,000 as of this webinar. I can't blame people for making this choice because waiting is demoralizing and they will give up completely. Or they will go broke working jobs they don't like for pay that doesn't supply their needs. We are losing talented people. Let's take a look at my analysis of the 4 main reasons why there are nursing school waiting lists at this time in history. Number 1, there are not enough nursing professors or nursing classrooms or clinical locations. Remember when I talked about baby boomer nurses retiring? Well, most of the nurses that teach at schools are in this category. Many are going to retire soon, and not enough of the general nursing population is stepping up to teach because the pay is not that high. The schools themselves are limited in space and limited in clinical locations for nurses to practice skills. Over the past 10 years, there have not been that many new nursing programs started in the United States. Number 2, more people want to enter the nursing profession. Yes, more people are deciding to get into nursing, and that's a great thing. Nursing salaries have been increasing over the years. It's becoming a more desirable profession, and even more men are entering the nursing field. All of that is fantastic, but it does add to the congestion that we're seeing at the classroom level. Number 3, LPNs and LVNs, which are practical or vocational nurses. Well, they are also going to registered nursing school. There is a new magnet status in hospitals that has phased out LPN roles in these larger facilities, so practical nurses are going back to get their RN to stay in the hospital workforce. This designation is relatively new, and LPNs must upgrade their nursing career ASAP or they miss out on opportunities. Frankly, many LPNs are doing RN duties without the RN pay scale, so many want to get their RN degree so they can earn appropriately. Number 4, existing RNs are going back to school to get their nursing degree. Yes, you are competing for nursing courses at a time in history when nursing is becoming a degreed profession. Many nurses today were vocationally trained, or they did on-the-job training for years, and that allowed them to qualify to sit for the state boards, which is also known as a diploma RN. A college degree was not necessary many years ago unless you wanted to go into management. Now, even existing registered nurses must have a degree to stay in the workforce. It doesn't seem fair, as they have more experience and stronger skills than a new nursing graduate, but the profession is changing and it is focusing on degree completion. So the big picture is that you are competing for class space with not only new people just entering nursing, but also with existing nurses who are trying to get their college degree. There are only so many seats in traditional schools, and you're up against new entrants, LPNs, and existing RNs. So how can you jump past these 3 large segments trying to get into nursing school all at the same time? I would recommend investigating online RN degree programs and starting that process today. If you do not get serious about a successful strategy, you could waste years and years of your life allowing the schools to stay in control of your education. Another important reason to investigate online programs is that if or when you do get into nursing school and something happens where you can't attend classes, maybe there's an illness, a family emergency, etc., you will get kicked out immediately because schools have so many people wanting your spot. It's rare that a school gives you the ability to retake classes. Most often, you are sent to the back of the line. The good thing about the online and blended programs is that they can fit into your schedule. They also allow many people that tried to go the traditional route in the past another chance at getting into the nursing profession. Most working adults I know like the fact that they can work, care for their children, and also do nursing courses at their convenience. Take the time to learn about how the online strategies for nursing school work. These alternative RN school methods will not only help you and your family, but also our national nursing situation. I've created an online workshop that brings together all of the various ways that you can become a registered nurse. It's located at rnfasterworkshop.com. It explains how to qualify for these programs, information about accelerated, blended, and online RN schools, as well as study methods to further expedite your journey to RN. Because you are a participant in this summit and watched my webinar, you are eligible for a large discount. Send an email to summit@rnfaster.com and you will receive a coupon code that you can enter at the website rnfasterworkshop.com. In the email, please let us know about yourself. Are you already in the healthcare field, like an LPN or a CNA? Or are you coming to nursing from outside of healthcare, like sales, retail, or engineering? Depending on your background, we may have even more information to share with you. Again, send an email to summit@rnfaster.com, and within a few minutes you'll receive your link and coupon. You can share this email with any family or friends who are also trying to become registered nurses. Thank you for attending my webinar, and I look forward to seeing you in my RN Faster workshop.